Hey, it's me, Gareth, and there's Janet. And we're getting off the ship today in Ketchikan, Alaska. And look at the people getting back on. They've had enough of Ketchikan.
Yeah.
We're actually going out a little bit late. It's around 11, about 45 degrees. It rained all morning, but now it's well, a little bit of sunshine. And of course we are on the Crown Princess. The Crown. So our plan today, you know, we have several Ketchikan videos, what to do at Ketchikan, some tours we took in Ketchikan. We're going to try to go up to Creek Street, walk the length of it at a nice leisurely pace, and get back to the ship in half an hour, in 30 minutes.
But you need to know that we're parked all the way at the end of the terminals.
Janet's saying that we're docked at berth 3.
As opposed to 1?
As opposed to 1, which is closer to Creek Street, right? See, we're on the other side of the Tongass Trading Company. We're all the way down at the beginning of Front Street where the Eagle is. Well, the Eagle has landed. Hey, trying to get some sunshine on our faces. So it's 11:05 in the morning. So we'll see how it goes. It's about a half a mile up, and I notice it's still sprinkling. But in case you need to sprinkle, there's restrooms right here. So berth 4 is down the way. We're at 3. The Seabourn Odyssey, I think, is at 2, and the Carnival Luminosa is at 1, where it was last week when we were on it.
That was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you guys.
Enjoy your trip, even though you've done it many times. Enjoy it.
Pleasure meeting you, and we're not going to stalk, we promise.
You're welcome too. Bye. All right, so it's almost 11:15. We stopped to talk to some people. So we're gonna head to Creek Street. And I think we should walk up Front Street. We could walk by the ships down the dock, but we're gonna go Front Street. This is probably more interesting for you. So in case you've never been here, this is Front Street. It's where a lot of the shopping is. There's these handy signs and maps all through town. You can't really get lost. We're gonna stay on this side of the road so we can look at stuff. There's Ketchikan City Hall. So there's the Tongass Trading Company. It's just a big store, souvenir store. They do sell jackets and umbrellas and stuff. And there's the Crown Princess in all her glory. King crab. So there's the Seabourn Odyssey. It's the ship parked behind the Crown Princess. And more Tongass Trading Company, in case the store behind us wasn't enough. Some of the stores along here are owned by the cruise lines or big corporations. And then some of them are Alaska owned and operated. And I always try to shop at the Alaska ones. You can just ask. Most of them have signs outside that say something like that. So the visitor center is where you can book tours. And there was a visitor center right outside the Crown Princess. We just didn't show it. And this is a statue known as the Rock. And it represents all the people who are from Ketchikan, right? I go into more detail in other videos.
He was asking about Pandora.
And Ketchikan is Alaska's first city because it's the one you come to first when you're sailing north. But it's also the salmon capital of the world. And Janet wants me to point out there's a Pandora right there. And they have a crossing guard.
Hold on, sir. Sir, hold on.
And if you stand under the sign there in the street, he'll yell at you. That happened to me last week. So, Diamonds International, not locally owned. Lots of more shopping down there. And here's the beautiful Carnival Luminosa. That's a ship we sailed on for a month from Australia to Seattle. Stopping here about a week ago. So we're crossing Front Street. Although it kind of ends there, you know, now we're sort of on the dock, you might say. Lots of shopping. We go in some of these stores in our other videos, so if you want to see the inside, check out one of our other Ketchikan videos. So we've reached the end of Front Street and we're gonna go up Spruce Mill. Spruce Mill. Here's the Harley place though. And that's the duck tour. The duck boat goes in the water like a boat, drives on land like a duck, I think. The Luminosa is in berth 1. So, but we were the first ship here today. We've turned up Spruce Mill Road. There's this bear, you can sit on his paw, take your picture. Lots more shopping. There's a mall on the other side of this store, right? The 2-story mall. It also has a bathroom on the 2nd floor. But we're headed this way. Building for the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show over there. And this is the Discovery Center, Southeast Alaska Discovery Center. And since it's a part of the National Park System, if you're old like me and Janet, you get in free because you have a National Parks Pass. But that building is the Lumberjack Show. You hear it? You hear it now? Look, the flowers are just getting ready to bloom here. This is early May. Spruce Mill Road makes a turn. You can either stay on the street and go around the fire station here. They've got some antique fire equipment in there, you know, trucks and things. Or you could take this sidewalk up between these parking lots. That's still the Lumberjack Show right there. You pass between the two buildings. That's the fire station. That's the federal building, the pink building. And then you get to this boardwalk. So don't feel weird about going that way, the way we just went, because it's sidewalk all the way. But also, don't park on here, right? I mean, they're pretty serious. So straight ahead, you see an open sign, and it's the Stony Moose. So if you're into cannabis, you can pick it up right there. But we are to Creek Street and hoping these guys stop. That took us 11 minutes, okay, to get to this point. Now we're gonna walk the length of Creek Street and then back to the ship, right? And we're not running or anything. So there's the New York Hotel and Cafe, Alaska Northern Lights, you know, shops, souvenirs. Used to be June's Cafe back at the turn of the century in 1903. We are too early to see salmon, so we're probably not going to see any salmon. This building has a date of 1902. I want to show you something here, which we can see right here. You see how it's separated there? So this walkway is separated from the buildings, sort of. And the buildings, this is Dolly's house, where both men and salmon came upstream to spawn. So it was built over the creek to avoid the law, because this was a house of ill repute, if you know what I mean. And there's a tour for 10 bucks.
But all of these buildings were for the same.
Houses. Ladies of the evening. Perfect partners. Nibliks. Now they're all, you know, museums and shops. And somebody asked me recently, do people live on Creek Street? And I'm going to say, I think they live up above. Some people do. And they also live, you know, see? That's why it's no trespassing. Now here's a store that hasn't opened yet this year, circa 1920. And it's 20 Creek Street. Get it? We're going to get down to 1 Creek Street eventually. Here's 18. Stairs going up. This is Sam McGee's warehouse. Looks like he has a lot of beer to sell. But they're not going to let you bring it back on the ship, right? I asked Sam, well, I asked somebody in there. She says, yes, there's 3 apartments above here people live in. So people do live on Creek Street. Now, it's officially been 16 minutes since we left the ship. And I don't know if you know this or not, but we're almost to the end of Creek Street. Let's go out here and get a view. Let me give you a panorama. See, it ends right there. And it's nice and peaceful here now. Can you hear that? That's the people cheering at the Alaska Lumberjack Show. And the chainsaws. This is Simply Salmon. He's got samples in there. They've got all kinds of salmon, salmon spread, smoked salmon, salmon jerky, you name it, they have it. They even have shot glasses and big giant jewels. And I guess antique coasters. And license plates. This is the that's Cape Fox Lodge up there, and this is the funicular, and I understand they're gonna fix it. You know, 5 years ago it was running, but it hasn't run much since. And looks like they're actually working there, so maybe. It was $3 to ride before. Just took you up to the hotel. We're gonna go along, you know what? Let's go out in the front. So you can go that way. Eagles Club, Eagles Catch, or you can go this way. Now that's the way we're going to go out, just so you know. You can see the Carnival Luminosa off in the distance maybe. This is where you get the Ray Troll t-shirts. See them over there along the wall. They're pretty cool. I have several. Well, like that's Ray Troll. Another gallery. So we're down to number 2. Number 1 can't be far behind. Although usually it's first, right? Number 1. So normally we'd walk out here and there would be a statue, a piece of art of the Yalatse salmon. The Yalatse salmon. But it's removed for some reason. I don't know if they're repairing it or restoring it or what. And then, you know, come August, September, this is full of salmon. And you see them jumping up there. Also, you should know that this used to be called, at least, the Married Man's Trail. You know, it was the way to the houses. If you take this path up, and it's a boardwalk and stairs, and then turn right, the city park is up there, and you can get really close to the salmon when they're running. There's also a salmon hatchery there, and a totem museum. But that's Creek Street. Now we're going to head back. Now that took 22 minutes, not counting stopping and talking to people, but 22 minutes, because I'm timing it on my watch. We're leaving Creek Street in our dust, and we're going to make our way back to the ship, which, by the way, as soon as that bus moves, that's the Crown Princess right there. So there's Creek Street, totem pole, some shops out here, bookstore. This is the Federal Building, like I said. That's the fire station. We're gonna walk by this church on our way back. As you make your way back to the ship, there are plenty of shopping opportunities still. And this place has reindeer sausage at the Pioneer Cafe. And Ketchikan watercolors. And over there I see salmon. In fact, that's like a little mall. It's got 4 or 5 shops inside. So that's St. John's Episcopal Church. Welcome to historic St. John's. Right, let's go in.
Welcome.
Hi.
All right.
Bells? That's what I meant. Tom's Treasures, locally owned. And he's got some treasures. So that's the Seabourn ship. And that's the big truck coming. Don't let this sign confuse you. That's just for cars. And whatever that is. Fur gallery. So I don't know if you can tell, but we are back to the Ketchikan sign. There's the Crown Princess. And in about 15 seconds it's going to be 30 minutes. So we did not make it, although we did stop a few times and look at stuff. So if you didn't stop, I'd say you could make it. Here's the Seabourn Odyssey. Here's the Tongass Trading Company, and we're going to try to walk through that just so you can get a good look. My name is Mortimer Moose. So lots and lots of souvenirs, and lots of people buying souvenirs. Ports of Call calendar. Salmon, yum. So $30 for a pound of salmon, smoked salmon, right? So, and now we've come to the other end of the Tongass Trading, and there's the Crown. And that took 32 minutes. So we're back to the ship now, and that is the line to get back on. And so it goes all the way there, goes all the way down there, and you can see them getting on down there, right? So it's rather long. So we're going to add this video by walking down along the boardwalk. Like I said before, there's an information center here. If your ship has to drop anchor or doesn't get a berth and you have to tender, water shuttle, you're probably going to end up at this dock and come up this ramp. We did once. And of course there's shopping. So I don't know if you can see that line there, but it's big. So we've got some stores, we have a restaurant or two, been walking on this boardwalk now for a while, and this is called Water Street apparently, not Front Street. And there's shops, stores, and Rainforest Cannabis, in case you're interested. Moose Lodge. And there's a big outlet store here. Shops at the cannery. So I'm assuming it's an old cannery. So apparently the prices are the same here, even though it says outlet store. Or at least they're similar. Remember, the Crown Princess is at berth 3 and this is berth 4, but there's not a ship here today. And if you're going to walk down to the souvenir place here, or the souvenir place there, there is one of those handy signs here about Ketchikan. Well, and there's tours sold here. There's just no way to get there. I guess they're closed, and since there's no ship here, they don't even want you coming around no more. So we walked in the store that's, well, there's the Crown Princess and there's the line to get back on it. It starts out here and it goes all the way around. Just so you can see some prices. So $37 for a long sleeve t-shirt. $24 for a hat.
Seems like the prices here are higher than they were in town.
Janet thinks these prices are higher. $25 for a sweatshirt. Why is a long sleeve t-shirt so expensive? Look, this is an embroidered one for $25. So why is a t-shirt so much? $35.
Well, it's an Under Armour.
Well, maybe that's why. Okay, hat and tee combo. Have you seen these? These are really popular. $17, you get a baseball hat and a t-shirt. Check that out. And I guess that's the ones that come in it. And then there's two for $15 or $9 each.
But they look like kids' hats.
Maybe they are. Oh, kids stuff. What about just a little otter? $110. Want one of these knives? Oh, $25. Want to take a home a totem pole? $25. $10. I don't think that belongs there. I think that belongs there. Right? Look at these. I don't think that's real tusk. $19. Huh. Mugs, $13. Animals. A bear claw necklace. Replica bear claws. These are not replicas. That's a real moose pin. And those are real colored rocks. Oh, you go ahead and play. And these are genuine 10-inch plush. So we found ourselves at the jelly and jam and honey and
Raven's Brew
coffee. So you got Dead Man's Reach, Polaris Perk, and whatever that says. Wicked Wolf. $19. So we did a little more shopping, hoping the line would go down, and yeah, of course, it got longer. This is like the whole ship down here on the dock in line. And a bear. So that was our walk to Creek Street from berth number 3 in the Crown Princess. Like I said, it took us 32 minutes, but we did make some stops along the way. So if you just walked, do it in less than 30 easily, I think. So from Ketchikan, Alaska,
I'm Janet.
I'm here. Bye. The Crown Princess. Oh, that's the line to get back on the ship. Still.